I was reading this verse. It says in Chronicles 7, it says, if my people which are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and I will forgive them of their sins and I will heal their land. That verse there kind of gives us like a formula. It says that, we got to be humble. So humble, means putting God first. Put your will second, put God's will first. It says, if you're humble and you pray, okay, obviously you can't pray unless you're humble. You can't pray unless you put God first, okay? If you put God second, how are you going to pray? No, you put God first and then you pray. And then it says that you shall seek his face. And when you're praying, you're seeking God's face. And then it says, and then you shall turn from your wicked ways. Now, you can't turn from your wicked ways if you're not praying, okay? You can't turn from your wicked ways and your evil and your sin unless you are in God's presence, unless you are humble before God. Because the power to resist sin, the power to turn from wicked ways, your wicked ways, it comes from the presence of God. And then it says, he shall heal from heaven and heal your land, speaking to the Hebrews. But what I'm trying to say here is that what we need to understand is that we need to be humble. We just seek God's face, because for you to be able to live for God and for you to live right, okay, it all flows from the presence of God. If you are not in the presence of God, then you're not going to receive the power to live a holy life, to live a powerful life, to live an anointed life, to live a life full of purpose and of amazing power. It's not going to happen. And it all starts from you being humble. Okay, if you're going through a craziness in your life right now, you want to be delivered from evil spirits or from the snare of the enemy, you have to humble yourself, pray, seek God's face. Then you'll get power to turn from wicked ways, and then you'll receive deliverance. You'll receive that way out. But the first thing it starts with is with being humble. If you're not humble, then God's going to resist you. It says that God he accepts the humble, but he resists the proud. James says that. I think it's in James chapter 1. He says that. So what I'm trying to say for us today is that we need to live a life of humbleness. Be humble every single day. And when you're humble, you'll be able to pray. You'll be able to seek God's face. If you can't pray and you can't seek God's face, it's because you're not being humble. You're not putting God first. So we must do that, put God first. But you can do whatever you want.